Alright, so today I'm going to be actually making a pork brisket. That's right, a pork brisket. Now, I know this is a little bit new for people, but like I said, we're going to get into this cook. I'm going to show you how I break it down.
You ready? Let's go!
So what is a pork brisket? Well, a pork brisket, it's actually, has two sides just like a normal beef brisket, but the fattiness of either is swapped. So basically, if you're looking at a pork brisket, the lean end is actually the portion where the belly is, and then of course the fatty end is towards where the actual pork picnic is leaner. So you can kind of see this. I'm going to be actually injecting this with some butter and some of my seasoning, some of that Gustus Vitae Kentucky Kick, and then we're going to get this on the smoker, and we're going to see how it turns out. Last time wasn't too bad, so we'll see how this one goes. Alright, so got some of this in here. Gonna pull this out. Get this. I got a little clogged up there. So basically, I got some of that Kentucky Kick with some butter. Obviously, when I'm injecting any type of meat like this, I'm going in the direction that the obviously the grain runs. That's the way I've always seen it being done, and it's of course the way I want it to happen on here. So when I'm injecting, I just basically inject, pull back, inject, pull back. That allows to try to get all the injection in there without overfilling in one area. So it seems to work. Alright, now that I got that one done, I'm going to move down here to this side. Similar thing, going with the grain. Doing this about, 3 or 4 inches apart. Similar fashion. Again, just inject, pull back, inject, pull back, inject, pull back. So, get all that in there. Do another round here. Try to get in from this side over here. Now, the funny thing about this is I've really never injected a beef brisket. Just never found the need to do it, I guess. Oh, we got little pockets coming out there. That's my bad, going too far. It'll be fine. I'm not too stressed about it. One little area right here, we'll get this. Again, as I'm ejecting, just pulling back. We'll definitely see how this turns out. It should be an interesting cook. I didn't inject this last time, so trying something different. Alright, next thing's next. I'm going to season it up with some of that Kentucky Kick. Definitely one of my favorite seasonings for pork, poultry, as well as fish. It's got a nice smoky flavor on it. One of the reasons I like using it, and it's just got a little bit of a twang to it, but it's really good. Like I said, check them out, Gustus Vitae, Kentucky Kick. They got a lot of other seasonings too that I find very useful for a lot of cooks that I do. So there we go. Just trying to get that turned around a little bit more. Yeah, this should be a good one. Definitely look forward to it. I'm actually going to seal this up just to get that seasoning to set in. And of course we'll get the other side. And we'll get this on the smoker here and see how it goes. Alright, so here's that pork brisket. I got it sealed back up into a bag, food saver bag. Gonna get this back into the refrigerator, let it sit for a rest for a little while. I'm gonna go ahead and get the smoker going for some other things that we're doing today, so stay tuned for that. Should be a good. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and set up this Blaze Kamado for indirect with the plum wood as well. I'm also going to show you a little tip and trick I use to get the charcoal rolling. I'm actually out of starters, so I'm going to have to do something different, and I've been doing this for a little bit and it works. So I figured I'd share it, a little tip and trick for you guys if you ever run out. So watch this. So as you can see, and I don't know how often I've mentioned this, but the side box there's a side box that comes, or you can get for the Blaze Kamado, and it comes in handy. You can change it different ways, different places. I usually keep mine back here. Sometimes I'll put it over to here if I'm going to do like a sear, direct sear after reverse, indirect smoke. But right now I'm just going to put it back here to the back and then get that going. I'm going to start off just putting in some chunks of Crown 6 charcoal in here. I'm also putting in a little bit of this burning wood, but they're not really starters, so keep that in mind. They're just going to help get everything going. Then, as far as the burning wood, I'm using some of this plum smoking wood. I've actually never used plum. I have used peach, but never plum, so this will be a new one. Just right out of the gate, this plum wood definitely seems dry, which is really good when you get these. I'm actually going to stick this piece kind of right here in the middle, just like that. I'm going to surround it obviously with charcoal. That's going to be my primary source of heat, but I want to use this wood, if you will, to kind of give this cook continual smoke. So I'm sticking it there in the middle. I think it'll work. I'm going to do some little tips and tricks here that I didn't show you just yet. I'm getting ready to show you that, and how I'm going to get this going without my normal starting methods, and my torch is broke too. So what I have here is just some basic extra virgin olive oil and some paper towels. So essentially I'm just going to tear this. It's blowing a little bit of wind. I'm going to just roll this up like such. Kind of like a cigar almost. Twist it so I can get that good break in it, and then just roll it into this extra virgin olive oil. And then after I do that, I'm going to take it over here. Let me get the camera adjusted. And then I'm just going to stick it like down in here. Just leave a little bit out for it to catch, and then we'll get this lit. I'm gonna do this a couple more pieces, and I'll stick these in here at different spots so we can get them all going. Alright, now comes the easy part. Just gotta get these things lit. Well, I say it's easy, but my lighter's not working. Man, wouldn't that be horrible? Now I have a lighter working, or out of starters. Watch this little trick. The wind is definitely not my favorite today either. Alright, I'm breaking out the big guns now. My last lighter, and it's a good one though. One of those flame torches, so really kind of gets these things going pretty good. Like I said, these are just soaked in olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and what will happen is these will catch, obviously get down underneath this charcoal, and we'll have a nice little fire going here before too long. I'm going to get this closed up just because it is kind of windy today, and obviously we'll get that charcoal rolling. Alright, so time to get this pork brisket on here. It's going in direct. You can see I already got some wings on there. We've been cooking this for a little while. It's got a little snack for there. So I'm going to go ahead, pass that down, going in direct. I have that plum wood on there as well, so we'll see how it goes. Should be an interesting one. I've done this before, and I'm curious to see how this turns out with the injection, so stay tuned. Alright, we're at that 175 mark. I'm actually pulling this at 175. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it, show you how that process works, and go from there. Right now it looks pretty good, and you can see it's definitely got a decent little bit of bark on it, but we're going to go ahead and get that wrapped up, and like I said, get it back on here for a little while longer, and then we'll be done. Alright, so I got to pull it off there. I'm going to wrap this up in aluminum. I'm going to use a little technique that I have used before, and that is actually using some rendered bacon fat. That's right. I'm actually going to put some rendered bacon fat on here. We'll see how this goes. I'm not going to put a lot on there, just a little bit. Of course, put a little bit below it too. And so this will help keep it moist while it's in its zone, so to speak. And And that is actually going to continue to cook for a little while longer. So I'll be curious to see how this goes. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how it turns out. So stay tuned, a little bit more to go. Alright, let's slice this pork brisket. I'm going to do this in some thin slices. Just because that's the way I want to do it. I also sauced it up with a little bit of that kakalaki barbecue sauce. But man, these look good. Look at that. I think that's a nice looking pork brisket. What do you think? Definitely juicy. So, taste test time. Alright, so the moment of truth with this smoked pork brisket. Definitely got good texture. You can take hints. You can actually taste hints of the injection because it has Kentucky kick in it, the way I know that, and it's really good. Turned out really good. Definitely, if you haven't tried these pork briskets, it's worth trying. They're easy to cook, and they're fun, and they're a great choice, especially for your family. So, without further ado, good cooking, and again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, obviously hit that like button, and let me know down in the comments down below what you would like to see on future cooks. Until such time, good cooking.